Hi, I'm going to take you through an example here of the typical process that a tenant will go through when they're looking to see a property online that they could possibly rent and also to inquire about making a viewing. So the first thing they would do is enter details of an area or a postcode they're looking for. So here is one that we have on our system, and then they will enter details about how many bedrooms typically, also the rent, maximum rent they're willing to pay, and the type of house. So I might be looking for houses, for example. And then away they will go and they will search for houses. Now they will then look through and sort of see a house that's suitable to them. We have a property that's listed, as you can see there. It is available. We also make ours available with no deposit required, because we would prefer to get homeowner guarantors. It's much more powerful to have a guarantor than to get a deposit, which people are likely to simply avoid by skipping the rent at the end. So we do that, but it makes it easier for tenants to apply. They don't require the same amount of cash up front. So a tenant can look at the property and see the pictures and see the description and see the floor plans, etc. And when they want to apply, currently they can do two things. They can ring the number here, which is provided by Rightmove. Now, lots of tenants don't want to do this, and there's a number of reasons why. Often they think agents might be closed. We are actually open 24/7, so if they did ring, they will be able to book a viewing. But also, quite a lot of tenants, they have mobile phones. Under the terms of the contracts, 08 numbers might be something that's not free of charge or included in their minutes, or they may not have top-up on their phone. Now, these things might seem sort of trivial to you or I, but for tenants, these things can make the difference. So understanding that, what tends to happen in the vast majority of cases is people click request details, and then Rightmove will then give you a form to complete, which enters your telephone number, and you type in that you want to request a viewing. Now, the problem here is that the telephone numbers people enter can quite often be wrong. Secondly, when you try and telephone them back, they may well be at work, they may well be otherwise engaged, or by the time you manage to get in touch with them, they've changed their mind or they've found an alternative property. So that's why typically 90% of people that inquire online don't convert to actual viewings. So if you can address that issue and you can actually convert them, then of course you're on to a far more successful outcome in terms of letting the property. And bearing in mind that when people are actually viewing properties in their own spare time, they're in the mindset of they want to rent a house, they're available to rent a house, they want to do it there and then. So it's all a matter of, can you then make that conversion process as quick and easy as possible? And this is where we have our facility to book online, because they can do it via the portal. Here it's Rightmove, or they can use it via our own website. So they click the link, which takes them to a booking system, and they will enter their details. I'm going to put my details in here. First name and surname, and ask them for their email address. Here's one I prepared earlier. So enter it. We ask for it twice to ensure we've got no errors, and then we ask for a mobile number. I will put a dummy mobile number in. So sorry, ladies, you can't get hold of me. And my age as well. Now, unfortunately, I have turned the big 25 this year, so disclosing my age there. And we also have some additional intelligence going on here, because we have private tenants and housing benefit tenants. That's important for us to know, because if it's housing benefit, we want to know their entitlement so we can match them with the rent for the house and maximise the returns. So this person claims housing benefit. We asked them how many years they've been claiming housing benefit. So this one has been claiming it for 2 years. And I've got a boy in the house, a little terror he is, and my beautiful princess. She's aged between 10 and 15, going on 22. And then it magically works out that I'm entitled to a 3-bedroom local housing allowance. So that's good for us to know, but it also is good for the tenants, and we can then maximise their LHA entitlement compared to the value of the rent on the house. So then they will choose the property they want. Now this is a house we're looking at in Nottingham. So we enter the details here, and that then confirms the property. It brings up the details of the property address, so it confirms the one we're looking at, and it confirms the rent on that house. Then it gives them details of viewing slots available. Now we always have 3 viewing slots. On this one we've actually got 4 available. So these are various dates and times. and people can choose. So I'll choose this one on the 29th of December. And then we can click to confirm the viewing. So once this is done, click and fire away. The viewing is then booked, and so that will automatically go into our system, and our property manager will be aware of that. And what also will happen is that the tenant will receive an email to confirm that viewing. So here we have 15 Peyton Close. There is a viewing confirmed. It's for the 29th of December. It confirms it there, and it gives details about how to contact us should they wish to rearrange the appointment, how to contact the property manager, who will be meeting them, our various phone numbers, and it also gives them links to an application form. So here they can click here to see an application form that we have. It gives them our free post number to return that. But what this then means is when they turn up at the viewing, quite often lots of people know the house, they know the area, they look around outside, they're very, very keen. They will turn up with a completed form, they will turn up with their forms of ID, they've got the bank details because we explain that, and they can then book to secure the house there and then. They can phone our telephone line, and we'll take payment off them by credit card or debit card or whatever, so they can then quickly book the house. It means that the process from inquiry to viewing to securing the tenant is seamless, as quick as possible. And because we don't lose anybody along the way in terms of our funnel, because we make it an easy conversion to book a viewing, it means we have more tenants to apply, more tenants to choose the best tenants, and it also means we let our properties far quicker than we would otherwise do. Thank you.